20 months. Dang. I hope that all is going swell with you and all you're working on, but appreciate you. Oh, man. Why do I feel like I'm so far away from my memory card now? Yeah, I appreciate your support. Oh, dang, dude. Oh, what a surprise. What a surprise. I definitely wasn't expecting that. Dang. By the way, oh, that's in reference to Who Just Followed. One of these days, we're gonna get raided, and it's gonna be an interesting experience. Yo, PS5 tomorrow! Congrats! And yo, what's up, Smug? How you doing? Appreciate you stopping by. Hopefully you're doing well. Oh god, that was kind of sus. Oh my gosh. I don't think that's a poggers thing, Alec. But yeah, the PS5 is great. I love my PS5, so hopefully you love yours just as much. Definitely worth getting. Oh man, this is not that great. Basically, there's this account on Twitch that's been wow, that's been going around and causing hate raids on Twitch streamers. It's the whole reason why people were like, what do you call it? Boycotting Twitch or something? Like trying to stand up against Twitch like last week, I think. So it's just a bot that keeps following like tons of accounts. And Twitch keeps removing them, but they just keep following under a different name. But the thing that's always consistent is the HOSS, Hoss part. That's always consistently there. But I mean, there's really nothing that anybody could say that would bother me personally at this point. But it does suck to be hate rated and that people are going through that. Sucks balls. My local video game store was nice enough to email me saying that they saved one just for me for the restock. Dang! That's awesome. I am the hate rate? Oh no. How could you, Alec? But yeah, if it happens, it happens. It is what it is. Oh god. Well, that's kind of the thing. That's kind of why I kind of like being like fully out there in the open and being like weird out of nowhere. Because I'm so open about like the things that are good and bad about me that like there's nothing that anybody can say at this point that isn't already obvious. Looking forward to the raid. So like I don't even know what they'd say. I feel like in this stream it would just be a lot of the obvious that most people do for black streamers. I don't really think that there's anything else they could really say. But the point is to not let it matter. Really? You didn't know? Honestly, so many people online who didn't see me would always think that I was white. Like, everyone always thought I was white. Like, I don't know why, because I don't think my voice sounds white, like, now. Like, I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. Like, it's so stupid anyway, but... Like, no one would ever be able to know, no one would ever guess that I was black. They would always think that I was white. And I have no idea why. They hear you try to say... Frick off, bro. Yeah, Smug is just trolling. Jay. Well, I mean, I hope you are. I don't think I look like I could be anything else. It's just what I sounded like when I was younger.
Okay.
It's a joke that Whip and I. It's kind of a bad joke. It's not a good joke, Alec. Just never mind. Referencing what you said. I could explain it, but I really don't want to. That's basically what I'm saying. I don't know, you look kind of purple? Eh, fair. Basically, Alec, if I try to say it, you know what we're talking about. I just can't say it right. And there's a lot of stereotypes out there, so yeah, the way I say it is stereotyped a lot. Unfortunately. But it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Stop being so thick. I don't connect your... Yeah, it's a good thing you don't, Smug. It's a good thing. Like I said, it really doesn't matter that much. In the end, it doesn't even matter. Dang. Just one line and it already got me, dude. And the song got me. Yo, what's up, Perectus? How you doing? Sup, Dixon Eyes? Yo, what's up? What's up? Nah, you're fine, Jay. Man, I'm trying to get better at this game, but I don't know. I don't know about all that anymore. Oh, God, dicks. Okay, we're fine. Yo, what's up, Piggle? How you doing? What was that sound I just heard? What the heck? It sounded like I just got green eco, but like... You ball sack. Of course he wouldn't come to me. How you doing? Hopefully you're doing swell. But that was pretty cool what you came up with, Perectus. I liked it. Wow. Ball sacks. Nobody want to do GTA almost as if I was getting myself into terrible. I don't recommend getting into it. It's very addictive, but that's kind of why I don't play like any Grand Theft Autos online anymore. I was like super addicted. Yo, thanks for the good luck, Zed. Appreciate it. I was super addicted to San Andreas online. I spent way too much of my time on it, and it was so addictive. Doing the stuff that I used to do. Yeah, it's right after Into the Nexus. I have yet to play it because I was just waiting for more people to get a PS5, honestly. But yeah, I think it's the next... It was the next game after Into the Nexus. Story-wise. Yes, I did. Oh, balls. No, I went to Crash instead so that I wouldn't, like, spoil people. Oh, frick, I don't do that. So I've been going to Crash. I've been playing through Crash. I'm on Crash 3 right now. Try the challenge. Okay, there we go.
There are two types of good fish to catch.
I want to play it though. I have it.
And 5-pound fishies.
I was addicted to pissing people off in San Andreas multiplayer. I took it seriously. I can't remember what server it was, but there's like this really official role-playing server, and I joined it, and I played that for like months. And I was like pretty consistent and active and tried to take it seriously, but I was also an idiot, so I got in trouble a lot by the mods. But we don't need to talk about those times. That was legit old potty time. Oh, old poly times. Holy frick. That was old poly days, so we don't wanna bring back those memories. But yeah, I was an idiot back then. So I got in trouble with the moderators. I can't remember the name of the server. It was super official. Like you had to follow like a lot of rules to make sure you roleplay legit. Like there was no BS roleplaying. I don't even know what happened.
Here comes a big one.
I did Criminal Mastermind Challenge in GTA 4. GTA 4 was okay online. I don't think GTA 4 was as good as San Andreas multiplayer online, but GTA 5 actually tried to compete with San Andreas multiplayer.
This is it.
You caught 200 pounds of fish. Not bad for a couple of
I liked it for the role playing.
Here's the power cell I promised.
What are you trying to Google, Alec?
Go to the village down.
San Andreas multiplayer? I wouldn't put SAMP. I would just put San Andreas multiplayer because I don't know how popular it is to search SAMP anymore, but that's how I used to just search it, if that's what you're talking about. Oh, you're trying to Google the stereotype? Oh, you're not going to find that. There's no way you're going to find that. That's way too specific. Oh, yo, what's up, Lord? My bad. Thank you for the good luck. Hopefully you're doing well. Appreciate you stopping by. How are you doing? Hopefully Jak 2 gaming has been going well. Oh, I'm curious now to ask all the Jak 2 people. Are all of y'all learning like that, what's it called? Oh, the Daxter chase skip? Like, is that like what everybody's learning now? Of all skill levels? Well, honestly, the last time I've seen you play, you were like almost close to sub 1 now, so I don't even think anybody sucks like me anymore. I think everybody's good.
Okay.
But, you know, back in the day when people used to suck like me, I'm wondering if like someone like me should try to learn that, or should I wait until like later on? Like I don't even know anymore what to learn when I go back to Jak 2. It's gonna be so much. Well, I mean, I was actually watching Headstrong learning it, and like people talking about it in the Discord, and like people were acting like, I mean, it can really kill your run. It can frick you over pretty much. It can definitely be a run killer, that's for sure. So like the early game was already like really easy to lose your runs. So now you're adding a whole nother thing that can kill your runs early on. So I'm wondering like how worth it is for someone who isn't that good at Jak 2 to bother learning it. I don't know. Obviously, if you want to get the really best times, like Headstrong, Stellar, you know, all the people up at the top who are trying to get like past sub 1-ish, like obviously they're gonna try to go for that stuff. But I'm over here at like, what was my time again? Like a 112. Like I don't know if I need to be doing all that. Like that's gonna be real reset heavy-ish. So I'm just trying to figure out. Yeah, basically what you're saying, Zed. That's what I was thinking. Like it's probably not worth getting into because this is gonna make it a big reset thing right in the beginning of the freaking game. Like Jak 2 is not an easy speed run at all. I love it, but it is not very approachable, that's for sure. Especially with new skips like that. Like all the early game is hard as heck. Well, Practice, you would not have survived in a role-playing server doing that. Well, I mean, sometimes people are dicks in real life. So if you have legitimate reason to be a dick in a role-playing scenario, then you'll get away with it. But like, I remember like I had a friend, like we were trying to like rob somebody, and like we did it so badly that we got banned for like a day. Because they're like, yeah, y'all roleplayed that. That was bullcrap roleplay. Take that fat, thick ban. I remember being so pissed, but looking back on it, it was kind of bad. I can't really blame them for doing that. Yeah, Jak 2 is an intense speedrun for sure. One of the reasons why I love Hundo, like I love the movement, I love everything that's in Hundo, but at the same time, like there's a lot of places to just take a break and take a chill pill, you know? Like I feel like I need that sometimes. Jak 2 be stressing me out just only doing Jak 2. Like I would feel like I would have to do Jak 2 and Jak 1 together to really be able to handle it. It's just too stressful in my opinion. But Jak 2 is a fun speedrun for sure. And hopefully the vaccine isn't making you feel too bad, Blord. Oh wait, hold on. But yeah, that's fair. That's what I thought, like waiting until like sub 1 and beyond to do it. That makes a lot of sense. There's like waiting on the doors. Okay. Alright, I gotta give you that one, Blord. Gotta give you that. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that topic. Something people were talking about today made me think about that. It might be kind of hard to imagine it if you're not like a speedrunner, but like if you could imagine it, I wonder what most people would do in that situation. Come on. I had dynamic IP, and I would be kicked anyway due to having like mobile modem with SIM card in 2006. You can imagine the ping. I had terrible ping too back then. Oh, frick me, dude. I was really trying not to get hit by that. That did not work out in my favor, though. Jak 2 has this oh, frick. As a League player, that's probably a good idea. Oh, you're responding to a thread that I can't see. Oh, God. I would make sure it was viable and repeatable and then share it as fast as possible. I would probably arrange a video and event for reviewing it if it was something huge. Okay, that's fair. People have done it like that in the Jak community already. Blueberry Bull Dicks! Holy dickwad! How did I save that much dick? But yeah, anyways. Yeah, Qatar did that for like finding things in like LTS, and what else happened? I don't remember everything, but sometimes it was done like that. I know Qatar made like a whole big thing out of it, which is kind of cool. Hyped a lot of people up.
Oh, what a wonderful sight.
I think Headstrong found a lot of things, but I don't think Headstrong ever made like a big fiasco out of it. But I don't really remember.
You have restored power to the village and guaranteed my reelection.
A lot of things are found accidentally too.
You earned a
Isn't that a word? Fiasco? Like making a big deal out of it, being like, oh my god, I found this thing, and I'm gonna keep it a secret and put it in a video, or something like that. I don't know. Like a fiasco.
Want to make a contribution? Good.
I'm pretty sure it's spelled with a C and not a K. I think of fiasco as a failure? It doesn't have to be a failure. Oh, it's with a K in Danish. Interesting. Alright. Did not even know that. Alright. Uh-oh, blues. I thought I was gonna bonk.
Hello
Okay, I've been practicing Sentinel like a booty eye, so I'm gonna try to make Sentinel look like somewhat decent right now. It might not be decent, but I'm gonna try to make it look decent. I'm gonna try to make it look thick and greasy.
I would have pledged my word that I had 90 of them.
I'm gonna try my best, folks.
Your young friend, you know, the little annoying, miserably ugly.
Looks like an Italian word. You know, for some reason, the only reason I'm aware of Fiasco is Lupe Fiasco, the rapper. I don't know why. That's what I always think of when I think of Fiasco. I don't even know why I just use the word. I don't usually say Fiasco.
I see you two are back to make the trade.
But yeah, my internet used to not be the best, but I remember...
Fiasco is something planned that goes wrong and is a complete failure, usually in an embarrassing way.
I hope you put this hard-earned power
Really?
to good use. Cheerio.
I'm using the word wrong? Huh. Guitar looking thick? What? Oh, you mean like the one behind me? Bro, I found 2 more guitars I want to buy. And it's so hard for me not to just buy them, bro. How do y'all just not buy things? I need help with that. Oh, it's not Italian? Oh, my bad. I don't know crap. They're not even that great. They're not even expensive. Like, they're like lower end guitars. But like they're like the cheaper affordable guitars that people say actually sound like really good. That's basically what they are. And I want to just get them. I want to just have 3 new guitars. I can't tell you the model names. I don't even remember. Frickin' get on the frickin' dick. You eye sack? I'm with you on that Fiasco point. My whole life is a lie now. Yeah, I swear that maybe it's just slang or something. I'm pretty sure that that's a way that that word has been used for a while. So it's like, it's weird. I wouldn't know I was using it wrong. Oh, the way it's spelled with a K is in Italian. I got you. I got you. Frick! No! My freaking road jump got sucked in the eye, dude. Oh well, we're gonna have to grab these orbs. That's unfortunate. I pressed the button so fast that it eats my road jumps. They're all by brands I've never heard of before. But like people, like I read the reviews and there are people who say like, oh, I had like a professional guitar for like $800 and this guitar doesn't even sound that bad in comparison to it. So like those are the type of reviews that I like to see. Because that tells me I can spend like a little bit over $100 on a guitar and it's still gonna play. It's gonna play really good for the price. And I don't have to get like an $800 one until like later on in life. If I really want something like that. So this one's brand is Astro. I think that's how you say it. Astro. I don't know how you're supposed to say it. I've never heard of that brand before in my life, but it seems like they make pretty decent guitars because they're on like lists of like really affordable good guitars. Like they're affordable cheap guitars that actually are good quality. And then the other one is a brand that I've also never heard of before, but I don't remember it, but the way the guitar looks, it looks beautiful, dude. Like I almost just want it because it looks, because of how it looks. I don't even care how it plays. But it actually, like from the reviews, plays pretty good. And I only buy acoustic electrics as well. I don't buy just plain plain acoustics because I always want to be able to hook it up to the computer or hook it up to an amp if I want to one day. Like I like to keep my options open. So I only get acoustic electrics guitars. It's a lovely orange 800 budget version of... Oh, interesting. Oh, I missed the first part of what you said. Yeah, I don't have the ability to spend $800 on one guitar. So like, if I can find cheaper guitars that people say sound good, then I'll just use those for now. And I kind of just want to have like 3 different guitars, so that I can just have them all set to different tunes and just play songs like that. And my original guitar is broken in many ways, so like if I can get 2 more and just get 3 completely new ones, that would be dope. But I don't know when I'm going to get them because I need to be saving money, but I kind of just want it. I just want it. Why?
Good job.
I just want to have multiple because I want to know what different guitars sound like, and I like to have them set up in different tunings. So like right now this guitar is set up in standard, this guitar is set up in drop C sharp, and if I can get another guitar, I would probably have it in Jimi Hendrix tuning.
Isn't that cute?
Leave it in that. Like a lot of the songs I like to learn are played with those separate tunings. And then, you know, a lot of songs have drop D open tuning. I think I've heard of that crap, but I don't even know what you're talking about. I'll be real with you, bro. My drop the D. Drop D is more an electric guitar thing, but what? Drop D? Drop C sharp? It's basically, I don't know if that's even what it's really called. It probably has a different name. Okay. I don't freaking know. It's C sharp is the top string. The low E string is C sharp, and everything else is tuned a half step down. But a lot of the songs I've learned are played with that tuning. Like not a lot, but a few of them I've learned are played in that tuning, and it's really annoying. What do you mean wrong? Oh. And it's really annoying to have to tune up to it all the time. Tune down to it all the time from standard when I just want to play standard songs or something like that, you know? So it's just really easy for me to just have a few guitars that just have all the tunings that I use and then just not have to switch. And then if I ever get into any other tuning, you know, I'll just tune my freaking guitar. But like I already, what my goal right now is to focus on being a cleaner guitar player. So I want to play all the same stuff I've been learning for a long time, but I want to play them cleaner. So yeah, that's right, Blurred. It's D-A-D-G-A-F. It's like playing a D chord before. Oh, my bad. I thought you were saying something else. Yeah, I don't think I know much about I don't really know that much about tunings, period. I just learn when I need to learn to play songs. My music knowledge isn't that vast. I did have some music theory training, but like not enough for it to stick. Like I know major, minor chords, 7th chord, you know, things like that, but like I'm not like big on music theory, to be honest.
For your gift, another power cell is yours.
Cabbage. But that's cool. That there's, you know, different ways to experiment with tuning, but I don't know that many. But yeah, I just want to be a cleaner player overall. That's my main goal right now. So, I want to be able to just pick up whatever guitar I want and just play the song, whatever song I want to play at that moment, and not have to worry about setting it up or anything like that. That would be like super awesome. I already love it with the 2 guitars I have now. Like when I want to play a song that has, you know, the drop C sharp, I'm just like, okay, time to just pick that guitar up. Oh no, don't you ledge grab, dude. And then when I want to play a song that's in standard, I pick that up, or I just tune my standard to Hendrix tuning.
Great! You have the 20 cells needed to power my heat shield. Now,
I like my black metal and 1/4 sharp of E standard. Yeah, see that type of talk?
So try to keep her cool.
Like, I know what you're saying. You're talking about tempo and
hit 500 degrees
tuning, but don't know what you're saying really, honestly. Like my brain doesn't register that ish. Heat shield. What do you mean why though? Oh, you mean like why to Alec? Yeah, but I'm not trying to be like super big on music theory anymore. There was a time where I was like being super strict on myself, like being like super music theory focused. But I'm not doing that to myself anymore because it's like, it just doesn't matter. I mean, I can always learn music theory over time. But like, as long as I can play songs and I can play clean, I don't really care about the rest as much. I just want to be able to play. I just want to be a cleaner player. That's my main goal right now. And to be a little bit more versatile with the songs I can learn. Because I have a decent amount of songs I know how to play, but they're not... I want to be able to, you know, go a bit deeper than that. With complexity and stuff like that. Yeah, right now I'm just practicing by playing songs and stuff like that. Yo, what's up, Cran? How you doing? Heat shield! Every time someone says heat shield like that, I always have to say heat shield. This run is hacked. Time to hopefully not kill it in Hub 2. Honestly, I might just keep this run because I was tired today. Even if this run dies, I might just keep it. This is a beautiful run. I'm happy with this. This is moist. Thanks a heat for the help. You sure know how to shoot. Wait, no, I did that backwards, didn't I? You sure know how to shoot. Thanks a heat for the help. Well, suck my dick and call it an eye. Hey, Polly, do that swag thing where you do a boosted into blue stage cutscene. Yeah, no? Going good, how's Hundo? Hundo's great, I love Hundo. I'm all lonely doing Hundo now. No one else is doing Hundo anymore. But, I mean, it's worth it. I love Hundo. And I want this to be the category that pushes me to the next level. So I'm trying to use this. I should add a heat shield command. That would be pretty cool. But yeah, I'm trying to use Hundo to push myself to the next level. So I'm probably going to be doing Hundo for a long time. So hopefully any of y'all who like to stop by don't mind watching Hundo. Just like how you always have to go, you sure know how to shoot.
Nice try.
Yeah, I don't know why I have to say some of the things.
If you two find me 90 precursors.
Yeah, Alec, where you at, bro?
Fair enough?
Fair enough.
Oh, you have the orbs.
Oh, you have the booty.
It's the power cell we agreed upon.
Oh, you have the orbs. I just love the geologist, dude. Yeah, I've been seeing you uploading that to YouTube. Like a bunch of gauntlet. I have your videos on like notification. I mean, as long as you're doing what you enjoy, that's all that matters. Dang, Smug, that sucks. I would love to hear how that goes. I kind of want to try archery. I don't know if I'd be serious about it, but if I can just like shoot like shoot like a few arrows, like that would be dope. It just looks like it's so rewarding to just shoot one freaking arrow off of one of them things. Man, that feels. I think that would feel good. Wait, you've done it before, Whip? Oh, frick my eye! That is not right movement. Just shoot an apple off a Whip's head. Frick no. I would not trust myself to do that ish. That's for sure. Oh, I forgot that you did that. I didn't know that. I should watch the Gauntlet World Record? Sure. Please, please, please go in the dicks. Please go in the dicks. All you gotta do is dick me. All you had to do was dick. And you just had to run off. Frickin' son of a eye. Okay, at least he went back in. Yo, what's up, Rhoda? How you doing? Appreciate you stopping by. I'm so gonna lose this run to some bullcrap, and I know it's gonna make me mad. Some blueberry bull dicks is gonna occur at some point in time. I'm not ready for it. I didn't know you at that point? Oh, fair, fair. At this point, we've known each other like almost our whole lives. It's so hard for me to think of like, oh, I didn't know you at that point. What? I was inside of his butt crack! Are you serious? You gotta be jerking me off, dude. I was literally inside of his freaking diaper. I don't know how I didn't hit him. Well, I say stopping by because someone's stop could be temporary. Like, I don't know if someone plans to stick around that much. They could just be here to say hi. So in my mind, I'm just saying thank you for stopping by no matter what. Like, if you stay, if you go, whatever it is, I appreciate you stopping by though. It's something that I do for a lot of streams. Like, I like to stop by a lot of streams. I might not be active in the chat, and I might just be lurking, but like sometimes I just want to say hey and be like, hey, how you doing? Good luck. But I can't like hang out and chat, so like I appreciate when people do that. So just want to say that. All support is appreciated, bro. Even when it's thick. Wait a minute, I saw Piggle like jump up without hitting that lurker. I didn't know you could do that. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I need to look up how to do that. I saw Piggle doing that today. And I was like, wait a minute, you can do that? Because might as well just get that eco from now on then. If I can do that consistently, I might practice it. It's free? Oh, that's super cool. Like, I want to learn that now. I didn't know there was a way to get up there without the lurker. Because the only reason I don't like relying on that lurker is the cycle. Like, he doesn't always have a good cycle, so I was just kind of like, I don't want to rely on that. But when I saw Piggle do it today, like, it looked easy as frig, and I'm like, bruh! Okay. Oh, frig. Oh, never mind, we're fine. Oh, I didn't grab that word. Does jump into the ledge and hit L1 when you hit it? Really? Wow, Alec, come on. L1 for life.
This is it.
Yo, what's up, Simone? How you doing? Appreciate you stopping by. The train enters the station. They arrive at the stop. They don't get off the train, it leaves. Stopping by for a message. I mean, hey, I don't mind it. Like, sometimes you got stuff you gotta do in your life and you can't hang around. But to me, it's always nice being, you know, just stopping by and saying, hey, how you doing? Good luck. I'm definitely... I R1 and L1 on the zoomer, so I can't really say anything. I use whichever one my hand wants to use at the moment. My hand just decides, oh, I'm gonna use this today. So then it uses that today. Ah, I almost sucked an eye, but I took so long turning. That would have been perfect. I just took too long to turn. Like, sometimes my brain would be like, oh, my right hand wants to do this. Okay. Oh, wait, nope, my left hand. Like, sometimes I'd be interchanging that ish, and I don't really know why. It'd just be like that. That should have been a 1 cycle. That was really bad. So bad. Don't copyright me too much. Alright. Honestly, they probably don't. I don't think a single time I played that song on stream it's gotten copyright striked. So. Stop. I can't with you, bro. I'm glad to hear you're doing good, Simone. Glad to hear you're doing good. I'm enjoying this run while it stays in ahead. Stays in the head. Okay, stays ahead. That was good. We got that cycle for once. I think I don't get this cycle because I keep chilling, because I keep slowing down too much. I need to not slow down so much. Simone! Oh, Simone! Sorry. Smug made me do it, bro. My bad, my bad. I don't know. I don't think so, Jay. My bad, Smug. I just do this stuff accidentally. Like, I just don't think about things. I just do things. I blame ADHD. The meds don't stop at all. The meds can't stop at all. Yeah. It's honestly just clever though, because I didn't even think of it that way until like Smug wrote it like that. Now I won't be able to unsee it that way. Free alarm sound, bro. Y'all too much. Y'all too much. Alright. Go through the holes! There we go. Well, at least we got out of BASIN with a decent run. I'm okay with that. I don't know about no LPC, though. LPC might be slapping some thick eyes.
Okay.
Okay. I've been practicing LPC a lot, though. LPC is fun. One day I'll remix ya? What do you mean? I'ma upgrade your remix. Oh, frick, I was not close enough to the Oracle.
The dark light, for it has twisted the
I'll be down for that.
Bring me 120 precursor orbs for each power cell.
I don't think that will ever happen, Jay. I couldn't imagine how we could ever skip LPC completely. Bro, I'm down. I like when people use their talents and make cool stuff. Okay, Zed, you have a point. FCS, you kind of skip everything on planet Earth, but I'm talking about, like, a category where it's like, yeah, we just skip LPC but do everything else. Like, that would never happen.
Thank you for saving me. That's awfully good of you. Here's a power cell to help you out.
Wait.
Now I can get back.
Okay. I'm stupid. Wait. No FCS skips. Okay, never mind. Just ignore me. Just ignore me. I'm tired, bro. There are multiple categories that skip LPC. But, like, it's not like LPC skip. Like, it's not like we found a skip that we can just skip LPC and still complete it without doing it. We just don't need it. That's different, you know? That's different. But yeah, you can't skip anything in Hundo. Which is kind of why I like it. I like being able to play the full game. Yeah, isn't there like a huge skip now, Cran, or something like that? I saw Headstrong uploaded like an 80% run. It's like 20 minutes or something like that. Yeah, I don't know how people 100% like Kingdom Hearts and stuff like that. Oh no. Fine. I messed up there. That's really unfortunate. It's fine. That wastes time, but not that much. Oof, nice. Yeah, I don't know how people 100% Kingdom Hearts and like Final Fantasy games, like they're going way too hard with that ish. Oh, booby eye, you serious? That's how I take damage when I got a good cycle for once? Oh my god. Really? I'm so actually freaking mad. They're gonna take out all the annoying parts of TOF to the point where I'm gonna actually want to play TOF. I'm gonna actually want to speedrun TOF because you just skip so much of it. Sub 20 is possible? Dang. I didn't even know that game had a hero mode. The Adventure of Elfin Weasel. Yo, what's up, Aslov? Congrats on like all the PBs. Yo, I can't even keep up with half of y'all on your PBs anymore. But I know I've been seeing you posting a lot, so congrats. And yo, what's up, Migo? Thank you for the good luck. In interactive anime, that's like insulting to animes, dude. That's like insulting to animes, I feel like, to call like TOF an interactive anime. The run looked okay watching Headstrong. I didn't get to watch the run, but like I like how short it is. That's a nice length for a run, I gotta say. What? I could have sworn I see your PBs like every 2 seconds, bro. But alright. Same thing. GG's on the gaming. Gaming is occurring. PB or not. Uh-oh. I did not mean to hit that. Ah! Hurt my ball sack! Oh, frick. That was not the eye sack I wanted. That was not the eye sack I wanted. That was the ball sack, but not the eye sack that I wanted. Now I need to not die in this freaking slide. Is this gonna be one of those runs where Hub 3 is the pain? I can't say that yet. I haven't even hit Boggy. Haven't even hit Foggy yet. Thick as fog. Uh-oh. That was slow menuing. Uh-oh! Oh, you can do tree hops now? Yo! How long have you been practicing that? It's basically Jak 3 hero mode now. Just skip everything and then play the final boss. Interesting. I mean... I can't remember the final boss. Wasn't the final boss like a plane section? I don't know about all that. The plane parts are the worst part of that game, in my opinion. I'm curious how long it takes people to learn Treehouse, because I know Pickle was grinding that ish like crazy. There we go. Alright, see you, Cran. Good luck with everything you're doing on TOF and the gamings. Appreciate you hanging out. Oh god. I knew I was gonna ledge grab. That was not ideal. Dang, nice, Aslov. Took me hours of practice for a week. That's fair. There we go. This is becoming consistent now, which is really good. I'm happy to see that because that ish was not always consistent. Alright, now we just gotta do puzzle skip. Puzzle skip be sucking my eyeball sometimes, I won't lie. I don't know why I did that. All I needed to do was just take a hit. I don't know why I went brain poo. All you had to do was follow the goddamn train, CJ. all you had to do. You're gonna say that? Whip said it in the background, so I had to say it. I love that game. Like, I love the memes from San Andreas. They're so good, in my opinion. Not even doing 100% of the puzzles. Bruh. On the heater?
This is it.
I have no idea, Alec. I don't know how to do that stuff. You're gonna have to ask like Mike and like people who actually know how to count. Whip! I'm not sure, Smug. I like where I take damage now, though. I don't really see the need to take damage anywhere else. How GTA San Andreas is just a classic, dude. Like, I don't think there's ever gonna be a game just like it. With the way society is nowadays, a game just like San Andreas could never be a thing anymore. As sad as that is, it's true. So, like, San Andreas will go down as, like, one of the most controversial but crazy, insane games ever. Oh, frick, what am I doing? I did the wrong thing. I don't like GTA 4 either, Smug, so I kind of agree with you there. It was alright, like, I beat it, but, like, it wasn't, like, anything special to me either. I just found it boring, but a lot of people like it, so I respect it. Not hating on it, but I just don't think it was that great. Oh, if you fail the button clip at all, it's not even worth it, Rhoda? I didn't even know that. In the beginning, I was failing button clips, so it probably wasn't even benefiting me. Like, I finally got to the point where I'm not, like, failing button clip every 2 freaking seconds, but, like, still. Dang, I didn't know that, like, failing it once was like, oh yeah, you fricked your eyeball. Me and Whip like bowling. We gotta start doing it again. We just don't go out anymore because of, like, everything that's been happening, but, like, we might. We might do it again soon. I suck at bowling now. Whip is a little bit better than... Whip actually did it, like, what'd you do when you were young and stuff? Whip actually did it more in his life. Finally, I'm not freaking up everything all the time. Shoot the goddamn rock, Jack! Frick! Yeah, failing fish skip is pain now. I'm so lucky I'm so consistent with it now, and Piggle helped me out with that because I was not that consistent in the past. Yeah, I thought Nico was boring as frick. I just thought Nico as a character was, like, just boring as frick. I don't know why. I literally felt like I was falling asleep half of the time I was playing that game. But that's just me. Even second try button clip doesn't lose time. Oh, second try doesn't lose time? Okay, because that's what I was doing most of the time. I was, like, second trying most of it. To be honest. But I've been getting it first try now. Hopefully it stays that way, but knowing me, I might just stop knowing how to do that one day. No, Piggle has a different camera angle here. I want to try it out. I think Piggle does it like this. It's kind of interesting because you can see what's happening more on that side. And you can tell when they're coming down this way early and ahead of time. And you can also see the cell spawning, which I don't ever know how to time that right. So, like, if I can see when the cell is spawning, that'll be great. Oops. I didn't. I'm supposed to grab the eco first. My bad. Does it really matter? Probably. It's probably slower to do it like that. I just gotta make sure I grab the eco first and we're good. But like seeing the cell come out is like really helpful for me. I might try that angle from now on. We'll see. It doesn't even matter. That was kind of slow. That's Linkin Park, right? Please tell me that's Linkin Park and I didn't just cringe and fail, please. I love Linkin Park. Yeah, you can give me a math problem, but I'm probably not going to answer it. But sure, you can post it. I swear it was that. I'm the type of person that can do math, but you got to give me... I have to give it my full attention. There's no way I can do it without that. I'm pretty sure. I thought it was. I used to love Linkin Park, dude. I mean, I still do. Linkin Park is dope.
On these here parts, everything that doesn't sink into the mud, that is.
Jay, what on earth are you talking about?
What's a bathtub? Anyway, I got
What's a bath dick? Anyway, I gotta suck some eye. Dude, I don't know how this run is still. I know this run. Oh, I'm happy if I can get to hub 3 and it's still this good. I'm happy with that. I don't care what happens in hub 3. I just want to get out of hub 2 and still have a good run. That's awesome. Zed keeps trying to make the math bot do freaking algebra. And I'm like, bro, it's basic math. I love algebra, but that's not what the bot's for, bro.
Shoot all them rats. Keep them from eating at least one of them snacks.
Okay, now I need to actually have aim for once. Have aim and don't be a dumb booty eye. It doesn't even suck an eye. Can you guys get from behind the goddamn poles? Holy frick! You guys are so annoying sometimes. I can't with y'all, I swear. I can't read the chat, but I know y'all doing sus stuff. Y'all trying to get the bot to do your freaking algebra homework over here. Freaking linear algebra math homework. Like, bot, do my homework for me. Please, bot. Bot, do my homework. Well, that was some booty eye. That was some booty eye movement right there. If I ever said a booty eye, I would suck the booty eye on a booty eye strap. I don't even know what I just said, but yeah. Y'all remind me of those freaking Twitter posts where they're like, do math! And like, it's like just basically a quiz on like how many people actually know what PEMDAS is. PEMDAS, whatever you want to say. However you want to say it. PEMDA booty cheek!
Okay, here comes the math problem.
Okay, I wanted the roll jump, but Jack was like...
You have to toast 3 pieces of bread on both sides. So 6 sides in total. Unfortunately, your pan can only fit 2 slices at once. What is the minimum amount of time that you can fully toast all 3 slices?
Booty eye time. That's how you know. And J, basically, I have obsession with certain words. I is one of them. So I cannot stop saying I. I have a few words that I'm just obsessed with saying, basically. There's no real explanation for it. Booty eye is one of them. Oh! My eye got sucked in my throat! And I sucked on that eye so thick! So thick! That I ate your mom's balls! I left one orb. I know I'll get it later. Shut up. Sorry. I'm not actually angry. I know it seems that way, but I'm not.
Okay.
I promise you. I'm trying to make it worth for dying. I was trying. I'm sorry. I get stressed, okay? I'm super stressed. This is like the best pace I've been on in like months. Huh? Yeah, most people don't see this side of me except for like Whip, so it's kind of strange, I know. I feel sorry for y'all. Oh, frig!
Just reset it. You're gonna throw on 9 workers anyway.
Honestly, I probably am. I swear, every time I have a good run, gnawing lurkers like goes terrible. Oh no, on my lurker! But you're right, Road. I didn't even think about that. Reminder of the fly and the orb left. Ah, yeah. I'll go back there. It'll be fine. Cause like I still gotta talk to that freaking dude who gives you who fixes the pontoons anyway, so I'll remember it like going past that. Now if I didn't have to talk to that guy, I'd probably forget. Honestly, I won't lie. But since I talked to that guy, it's fine.
You have my gratitude.
Yo, great pace.
Yo, thank you so much, Nicholas. I appreciate that. I hope that you're doing swell? I don't know what I was trying to say. Why do I always get like a terrible psycho for that? I hate it. Ugh. Shoot at his crotch, Jack! He was shooting at his eye sack! What the frick? Frick doing a boosted from now on. Frick all y'all! But thank you for the 9 months, Nicholas. Appreciate you. Hopefully you're doing well. I don't think the sudden loud noises are a problem for either of you. What do you mean, me and Whip? Well, the thing is, the more comfortable I get around a person, the more those things are going to start becoming a thing. So, like, eventually, if you're going to be with me, like, live with me and, like, be around me, you're going to have to just accept that part of me. That's just how it is. So, Whip doesn't mind that much. You do? Oh, frick. Well, frick me then, huh? I'm doing great. Having trouble getting good sleep, so I'm dead tired, but otherwise life is good. I feel it. My sleep has been kind of bad. My sleep has been bad, too, lately. I don't know why, either. Just been happening. It's just been kind of suckish, so I feel it. Sometimes it happens. Hopefully your sleep gets better, though. Whip is pretty comfortable being loud. Whip is loud, too. Yeah, he is. At times. I'm way louder than him, though, to be fair. Yeah, but I'm just saying. Okay, get this freaking orb. Yeah, great job. Great roll jump. Incredible. Like, I'm just blown away by how good that roll jump was. Y'all, that was some high quality roll jumpage right there. Like, man. Man!
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately we lost some booty sacks time because of all that, but it could have been ball sacks, you know? It could have been ball sacks. And luckily it's not. Now, Hub 3, I can't ever be sure how Hub 3 is going to go, folks, so, yeah. We got to Hub 3 without freaking up our balls. That's all I can say. But yeah, Whip is just joking. He's pretty accepting of my personality. Just the more I stream, the more my weirdness just comes out on stream for all of y'all. So I just get concerned for y'all. But it's also really cool because the more comfortable I get, the more people learn how I am, and then like I find people who like are okay with how I am, and that's cool. That makes it worth it. That's what people always say, like, you're better off just being yourself, because if you're somebody else and people like you, then it just doesn't feel good, because people don't like you for you, you know what I mean? Like, people just like you because... I don't even know how to say that. Oh, no, that's not good. I always make this mistake when I'm, like, on a good pace. People don't like you for you, you know what I mean? Like, you want people to like you for you. You want people to like you for who you are. So if you're who you are and people don't like it, that's better than being somebody else and having a bunch of people like you. So I appreciate all y'all who support me, even though I'm weird as frick. Appreciate it. I'm losing like 10 seconds or something like that. I can't really do math, but like that's probably like 10 seconds. I love how it always sounds like it's about to blow up. I don't know how fast that was, but yeah. There we go. Second try is fine.
Okay.
Okay, we lost 11 seconds. I knew we were gonna lose a good bit of time there. Hey, if we... No matter what, I'm gonna finish this run, y'all. Don't worry about it. We're gonna finish this. This is like... This is pretty good. This is showing some improvement, I think. Improvement! I've been practicing a whole lot, too. Like, seriously. No. Like, a whole freaking lot. And I'm just gonna keep at it. Whether I get small PBs or big PBs, we're gonna keep grinding until we get this 135, y'all. First, we're gonna get the sub 140, and then we gotta grind until we get the 135. I won't give up until it happens. And I honestly think we can do it. It's just gonna take a while, but... Once on 135 skill level, I literally think I will be the happiest I'll ever be, like, playing this game. That was like a dream time for hundo. Never did I think I would ever be capable of even thinking of a goal like that. So that's kind of why I want to do it. Because I know if I get that as a goal, if I ever get 135 in hundo, like the current route right now, whatever 135 is as a skill level right now, I would be ecstatic. I honestly don't even know if I can get much better than that, if I'm being honest. Think I'm gonna hit a limit eventually. My brain is just like, you can't go any faster. My limit. My limit. I'm gonna hit my limit eventually. And I'm hoping it's not before 135. Okay, we're getting some moist gnawing lurkers right now. Hey, hey. Moisturize me, Captain. Hey. Wow, I actually was able to shoot this guy. Instead of doing that freaking bull dick crap that it does, where it's like the shot doesn't go anywhere. I still don't know what causes that problem, but man, is it annoying. Holy bull dicks. Impoopment? Yes, impooper me! Dang. That was actually a good gnawing lurkers, I gotta say. That was pretty moist. Not the moistest one of them all, but it was moist. Okay, tell me why sometimes when you try to do a quad jump with Jak, he just like doesn't do it. Like there are literally times where like he just does not quad jump. Yeah. Like I see some of y'all going for like a strat where y'all like go for like a quad jump to get past those like things, but like I've seen it happen to like Piggle, and it's happened to me trying to practice it, and like the quad jump just dies and you just fall into the dark ego, and I really have a fear of that happening, so I don't ever go for that faster movement. But I know how much faster it is, but like I'm just afraid of like my quad jump like getting eaten. Maybe it's not, maybe it's just like improper timing of the inputs or something, and it just happens at that spot because I don't know. It's probably just something with me, and just probably just happened to Piggle randomly, but when I saw it happen to Piggle, I like thought to myself like, oh, is this something that always happens to people? Like, is this common? But that's probably just like a mistake Piggle made. I'm really bad at pressing buttons sometimes, so... Like, honestly, one of my biggest problems with this game is the fact that I don't know how to press buttons. Like, I'm not even trolling you. Like, no, I really did that. See, that's what I'm talking about. I didn't press the button. I was just drunk. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, okay, sure. I'd love to see it. I'm trying to get fast like all you gamers now, but it might take me some time, but I'm trying to get faster. I have all of y'all to look up to, though, because all y'all are proof that it's possible. Oh, I thought I wasn't going to get that shot off. I mean, I got the orb, so it doesn't really matter, but I really would like to get that shot off. I just mean the one over the platform. Does that make sense, Aslov? The ones that, like, when the moving platforms, like, I see some of y'all going for quad jumps for those. Those are the ones I'm referring to. I knew it! The camera got pushed back right at the end. Ah. It's not gonna kill the run, but it's gonna waste time. I have no idea. I never make any sense when I play well. It never makes any goddamn sense. Like today, I was literally almost about to fall asleep while I was, before I got on stream today. I was like, yeah, I'm real tired today. Like, nothing good is gonna come today. And then I get on a run of this pace when I'm about to pass out and fall asleep. But no, when I practice for hours beforehand, that is when I suck. Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But like today, for some reason, I was just so freaking tired, I almost wasn't even gonna stream. And then I get on a run like this. Jesus took the wheel. Every time I hear that, I think about that song. There's just no escaping it, bro. Oh, I thought I could maybe. I got my 22, any percent at 3 AM, dang. Any percent that late? I don't know if I could do it. Props to you, Rhoda. Props to you. That sounds like some pain. Some pain that my brain can't handle. Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. I knew it. Okay. Okay, well we got this back up, so it doesn't matter. Shout out to the homies who hooked me up with that backup because I honestly didn't even know it existed. Jak 2 PB at 3 a.m. Dang, alright. Y'all just stay up all night gaming, huh? Oh, what am I doing? That is not the right movement, is it? I don't know. Ow, I bonked on my eye! I think I have good health here, so I don't have to really be scared. But I just want to be safe. There we go. Nice. Damon got his first world record after an 8-hour stream, last stream of the day. Dang, really? That's intense. Yeah, I watched that video too, but I did not remember that. But that is something, man. Honestly, that used to happen to me a lot when I used to have like longer streams, when I had like more free time. Like I used to like stream for like 8 hours and crap all the time. And like I remember like sometimes this is what would happen sometimes. I would either have a really good run in the beginning and like no every other run sucks, booty eye, or I'd get like a really like the whole stream was like terrible runs and then I'll get like a really good run at the end of the stream. Like, those are the two things that happen a lot for me. Kind of sucks, but, you know, it is what it is. But, yeah, I love the Rixer's video on, Deo. Dang, you too, Jay? Dang, apparently y'all just have magic powers when it's nighttime. Or when it's morning, I guess you can technically say.
Okay.
Yeah, I lost a good bit of time in that spider cave, unfortunately. I had a really good spider cave on my PB, so I can't really be surprised. What the thing that I gotta remember though is I think I messed up in Citadel or something. So if I do get to Citadel and the run's not dead yet, there's a chance that that can help me, but I don't know. What did I do wrong in my Citadel again? I can't remember. Oh, I fricked up that booty eye section. Oh yeah. I haven't stayed up since 2 a.m. in so freaking long. Like, I honestly don't know the last time I was up at 2 a.m. Wait. I think it's usually I stay up late to watch boxing matches. That's literally the only thing that I stay up late doing now. But that's usually not, yeah, that's usually not that late. At the latest, I might be up at like 1 a.m. Well, that's what I'm saying. By the time I actually go to bed, it's like 1 a.m. Yeah. But, like, I don't think I've ever... I haven't stayed up to 2 a.m. in, like, so freaking long. I'm a night owl, but I'm trying not to be because it's not helpful for me to be a night owl. Well, some people... they have like different schedules. Like for me, like being a night owl is like not good. Yo, what's up, Andrew? How you doing? Trying not to kill this run, but even if I do end up killing it, I am going to finish it out and call it a night because I was super freaking tired today. I do not have the energy to keep my run. Or to keep going after this, especially like when I'm on pace like this, I put way more stress on myself, so I really don't have the energy to go again when I do this, when this stuff happens, honestly. Yo, I finally got him to go off on the right side. Pickle was telling me about that, so that's nice. Nothing good happens after 2 a.m. In the Jak community, that's wrong. I swear, every time I go to bed, I wake up and like the Discord's like full of like all this new information. I'm like, oh god dang, what happened last night? I swear the Jak community is the most active when I'm asleep. Yo, I appreciate that, Andrew. Thank you. I'm glad that you enjoy the stream. I stream for y'all. I stream for myself, but I also stream for y'all. I love streaming for y'all. So if anyone enjoys it, that's always a great feeling. Oh god, where was I going? Make sure I got other orbs. Oh! Oh, I actually got a freaking 2-vent! Oh my god, I never get those. Oh my god, sorry. I thought that was sick. I get those by jumping at it. But I just actually got it just from where I landed. Like, I've never been able to do that. Like, I remember I, like, freaking studied Piggle's video of him doing it, and I could never do it. I don't know why. The ish was impossible for my brain. And I was like, you know what? Frick this. Okay, nice. I've been practicing that section. I've been wanting that to go well for a while now, but it doesn't always go well. Oh, you can hear him open whatever he's drinking? Oh yeah, you're right, my bad. I keep forgetting, not everyone has the same time zone, so it's like, it's not even like 2 AM for most of the people that are like talking and finding all that stuff. Yeah, for some reason Whip has gotten into seltzer. What do you call it, seltzer, or do you just call it sparkling water? Like, what do you even call it? Okay, sparkling water. He's been getting into like sparkling water, like flavored sparkling water. My grandmother used to drink these really like plain sparkling water. Like, that ish is natty. I can let Whip slide with the stuff he be drinking though. I'll let that slide. That's a little bit better. But like the stuff my grandmother used to drink, seltzer is so much better than regular. How? I want to understand y'all. I feel like it tastes like dirt. Like, is there something wrong with me? I don't know. That was what confused me about it all the time. I had no idea why it tasted so bad to me. It just did. Like, I remember like my grandmother would drink that crap all the time. And I would like ask her, wow, how could you, Smug? How could you? Oh my gosh. Disgusting. The lies you tell. Yeah, it was Perrier. Perrier looked like some nasty booty cheek when I ate that ish. Smug is committing so many crimes right now. It's so disgusting. It's so disgusting. I love water. I'm sorry, I can't agree with you there, Jay, but sparkling water is kind of sus, I gotta say. Stop.
This is it.
Yo, I goated Snowy! Sick! Okay, if this run dies, I goated Snowy. I've been working on Snowy so freaking much, man. So freaking much. I'm happy to goat it. That's all that matters right now. I goated it. Frick yeah, dude.
Actually, we want power cells, not gems.
Actually, want power cells, not gems.
What bird brain here is
I don't know why.
We may have a few power cells laying around, and we might be willing to part with.
I love water, man.
90 orbs each.
I drink water all day long. I drink a lot of soda, but I drink tons of water. It's so good. Because of drinking that? Maybe I should get into that then. I do like carbonation though. So like maybe flavored carbonated water would work for me. Like, is that even better for you? It's better for you, right? Because
Here's a power cell for those orbs.
I thought that they put sugar to make it flavored though. Yo, what's up, Eights? How you doing? All right. Well, do you care if I try some? I don't know. Well, I'd have to get berry with those two to choose from.
All right,
I'm ready. Gold Snowy for a good blowy. I mean, hey, I gotta give you that one, Smug. Gotta give you that one. You got bars. When I was a kid, I walked 2 miles to school, uphill both ways in 2 feet of snow. Dang, where did you live? Huh? Well, don't give it to me now.
Yeah, what he said.
Don't give it to me yet.
No more power cells.
Oh my god. Utah? Oh yeah, because... Well, I appreciate you stopping by again, Eights. It's always nice to see a familiar name, even if it's been a while. Appreciate it regardless. I'm trying to get a PB here, but it might not be a big one, because something might happen. But I'm trying to make this a big... Oh, God, you bonk! Sorry. I'm trying to make it a good one. Citadel's yiked, though, so I can get some booty cheek cycles in Citadel, and the whole thing's gone. But I'm really happy with this run. This is showing that my practice does matter. My practice is paying off, because I have been practicing every day, y'all. Even on days where I don't really feel like practicing, I'm practicing. I just practice less. Like, I might make myself do a few ILs of Snowy and then call it a day. But then there are other days where I'm, like, grinding like hardcore, y'all. I'm trying my best to be better. I'm trying so hard. I don't know how long it's going to take me to be better, but I'm trying. There's no doubt there. My goal is to get a sub 140, and then after a sub 140, my goal is to keep grinding until a 135. And if I can do that, I will be set. I would be happy. And then I will be forcing myself to do any percent. I should have been doing any percent like 10 years ago, but I just keep delaying it because I keep having new goals.
But the shield still has a limit. It will now withstand temperatures up to 800 degrees, but no more.
I hope so, Nicholas. If I can't get out of Lava Tube and Citadel without losing all that time saved, even if cycles are involved, that would be really sad. I would hope I can at least get to sub 140 today. But if not, it's coming real soon. Like, we're getting I'm doing way better lately. So consistent practice pays off. That's all I gotta say, dude. Like, in the past, I was dealing with a lot, so I wasn't even practicing consistently anymore. But now I've been practicing consistently. I've been putting in the work. So I'm hoping that I can get faster and get better. Yo, it is real, hopefully. Hopefully my timer didn't pause at all, like a past PB. Mistakes were made in the past.
Go, Polly, let's go.
Let's go, Polly, let's go! The thing is, Citadel always gives me like anxiety, y'all. I won't lie. But I do practice Citadel a lot too because of the fact that it does that to me. Nice. That was a nice oranges. Good oranges. Moist. Moister than your mama. Okay, that was odd. Don't repeat that. Strange things come out my mouth sometimes. Trying to cool down if I can a little bit, because I did like kind of cheat a little bit. Don't suck an eye. Don't worry, none of y'all can jinx anything. It's just me choking. That would be the only thing that would, like, frick everything up. And no one's to blame for that but me. So I wouldn't, don't worry about that. You gotta be able to take responsibility. And I won't lie, sometimes it be my fault. Sometimes I just be straight up choking, so I can't really blame anybody else but myself.
Okay.
Nice. See how this one works, though. Oh, I could have pause buffered earlier than that. I just didn't. Pause buffer on my eye sack, baby! Nice. We got that early. That's what we want. That could have been moister. Could have did that faster, but I just prefer like being safe about it. Oh! Homie, bro! That ish was sus. Jack literally got sunk into that platform. I don't know if y'all saw that. That was some blueberry bull dicks. That was some blueberry bull dicks. That's what it was. Yo, what's up, Burke, though? Blueberry bull dicks is basically what I call when bull crap happens. And we got it with the eco. Nice. I've been trying to work on that to get that more often if I can. That doesn't tell me what happened? Oh, sorry. Okay, so oh yeah, I died in here as well last time too, didn't I? Okay, so I need to make sure if I'm gonna go for an uppercut, I'll go for a smaller uppercut, but do I need it? Yeah, I do, actually. There we go. I didn't need it, unfortunately. And unfortunately, I gotta get this orb back here. Yeah, I went for too big of an uppercut last time. So that's what fricked me over, unfortunately. Oh, I didn't need to spin, actually. I already got all the orbs. Okay, that worked. So that's good. This is also where things kind of went bad last time. Yeah, we actually got a decent cycle this time. Sick. Okay, so now this actually worked out. That's good. Ugh, I always miss that last crate back there. Why? Why? Yo, there's only 2 left? Interesting. Ugh, I'm just gonna wait. Highly recommend that dessert? Okay. There we go. Looks about right. Looks like what I want it to be. Oh no, I need that. I kind of need that. There we go. I tried to get that with a roll jump and then go into another roll jump. That would have been way sexier, but of course I didn't get that, so frick me. This is a good. You got it? Oh! Oh! Holy frick my balls! Holy frick my balls, folks. Holy frick my balls. My balls almost fell off, bro. My balls almost fell off. Oh my god. Oh my freaking god, dude.
Precisely.
Oh my god. We got up here. Frick yes, dude. Oh my god, dude. I literally thought I was dead.
Let's go.
Hold up. Let me make sure I know how to count. I'm kind of dumb. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna do this boss like safe as frick, y'all. I know I'm a baby, but we don't got one frames. We don't got the big dicks. We don't got the blueberry bull dicks or any of that stuff. Yeah, sorry. Oh, the grind for.
Let's get this right.
Okay, let's go. And getting that whatchamacallit doesn't matter, so I'm not gonna really try to like push anything with the cycle here because it doesn't really matter, unfortunately. Like I thought it did, so that sucks. That's okay. We can get this. Eco. Oh. Okay. I don't think that quick shot matters, but we got it, so whatever.
In the end, it doesn't even matter, Pepens.
In the end, it doesn't even matter. Not going for one frame saves a full second? I didn't even know that, so that's cool. Yo, what's up, TL? Thank you, thank you. Now I just gotta not be stupid and go to the yellow eco. We got this, folks. I'm punching, frick roll jumping. I'm punching my dick hole over there. Well, my booty hole. I don't really have that hole, but you know.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, don't fall into the eco.
But do it quickly before I change my mind.
Yeah, no roll jumping. These are the rules when you're too hype. Yeah, we can punch to that.
My skills have been.
Woo! We did it! Frick yes! Oh yeah, dude, this is awesome. Oh man. Sub 140! And now we are on the grind to 135, folks. Wait, how many minutes is that? Hold up. That's 3 minutes I need to save. No, almost 4 minutes, honestly. Surprise me? Yo, what's up, Stealth? Oh yeah, I did skip 139. I didn't even realize that. Yo, what's up, Stealth? Thanks for the redemption. Yo, and thank you everyone for the GGs and the grats. I appreciate it.
Well, it looks like I may have been too hard
I can.
on you boys.
I'm probably gonna play it like a piece of garbage, but I can try. Yeah.
Daxter, now we can't change you back.
Don't worry about me, baby.
Tell her thank you.
You know what they say.
Jack, what 80% do? I'm gonna be doing 80% after I get a 135 flu. That's a guarantee. I will be forcing myself to do 80%. If you go back, you will easily be able to beat that at this point. Like, all of y'all have gotten like so freaking good. It's like, it's crazy.
None of this would have been possible.
Yeah, like, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to do that really easily. But yeah, appreciate y'all. I just can't believe it, dude. I was literally, I had to force myself to get up today to actually focus and like do a run, and it actually worked out. Crazy stuff. This was just a good run all the way through. I don't know how I'm gonna save any more time. I don't know how y'all get so fast. No, I just want a 135, period. I don't need a sub yet. I'll come back later on, but I just want to get a 135. So I have 3 minutes. I have 3 minutes I need to try and save, so I don't know how the frick I'm gonna get 3 minutes faster, but I'm gonna try. It always feels impossible when you're trying to get that fast. But honestly, H is Blue, like, you're someone who encourages me as well. Like, seeing your grind in hundo is really encouraging. Like, the practice just really pays off. It really is just about putting in the work at the end of the day. It was cool to see you go all the way to a 136 even. So I'm pretty sure that I can do it too as long as I keep working at it. We really motivate each other? That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Is 80% the only one main cat you haven't done yet? Yes, it is. Right now. No worries, Miggle. Appreciate you stopping in. Thanks for the GGs. No worries. No worries. Yeah, 80% is the only one I need to do, and then I've done every main category. So that's why I'm forcing myself to do it after this. I just really want to get faster. I know I can be so much faster, so I really just want to focus on like getting fast and like making my movement not suck.
How as soon as I joined the stream, you got a PB Kappa Pride.
I know. You might be good luck, bro. I don't know. I don't know.